Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's do that again. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am House Democratic Leader Oscar de los Santos, and I am proud to stand here today with my colleague, Senate Democratic Leader Priya Sundaresan, and our incredible House and Senate Democratic caucuses. Later this afternoon, we will hear Governor Hobbs deliver her third State of the State address, where she'll outline her vision for Arizona in 2025. Our members have also been hard at work. We have developed a set of bold and focused priorities that will lower costs and increase opportunities for all Arizonans. These priorities are necessary now more than ever, because for too long, powerful special interests have held control over this state and over this legislature, leaving everyday working families behind. It is time to put working families first. That is why our priorities will make sure that this government works for you, not the special interests. So here's what we're going to do. Number one, we are going to protect public education. As one of the first items of business, we will work across the aisle and with Governor Hobbs to extend Prop 123 so that we can make big, bold investments in our public schools, and so that every single student, no matter where you come from or what you look like, can thrive. We will tackle the waste, fraud, and abuse in the ESA voucher scam. Let me be clear. The headlines we have seen about the ongoing ESA disaster are outrageous. You can't make this stuff up. Fraudsters who don't even live in the state of Arizona, defrauding taxpayers of hundreds of thousands of dollars by making up children, ridiculous. Taxpayer money being spent on a $10,000 luxury sewing machine, ridiculous. Your money being spent to buy a flat earth curriculum, ridiculous. Which is why Democrats will work with Attorney General Mays to continue to crack down on these criminal abuses, and we will introduce legislation to crack down on this tax fraud scam. To the voters of this state, we hear you. We know that you need economic relief, which is why we will be focused on affordability, and affordability. This will be essential now more than ever because Donald Trump's tariffs will raise prices on everyday families. Childcare costs are exploding. Family budgets are hurting. In fact, childcare costs more than a year of college tuition today. It's insanity. To bring relief, Democrats will fight to slash costs for childcare, to put money back in the pockets of hardworking families, and to give our children the bright futures they all deserve. It is long past time to make housing affordable again, and to restore the promise of the American dream, and to ensure that every single Arizonan can afford a place to call home. That is why Democrats will crack down on the greedy corporations that are buying up housing stock and jacking up housing prices for working families. We're also united and ready to make your health care more affordable. Here's the truth. Health insurance megacorporations are making money hand over fist, but Arizonans are struggling to keep up with sky-high medical costs. This is wrong, which is why Democrats will fight for policies to expand low-cost health care for Arizona families, to take on big pharma, and to make prescription drugs more affordable. It is now my honor to introduce Senate Democratic Leader Priya Sundaresan to take us through additional priorities.
Thank you so much, Leader de los Santos. I am so excited to be here with you all this morning because you are the reason that we have this opportunity to dream big, to do right by our neighbor, and give our kids something to look up to. Our union brothers and sisters. Those who have been fighting to protect our reproductive freedoms. Our youth leaders. Our environmental leaders. The teachers and the school board leaders who all of you all who knocked doors, made calls, and worked tirelessly to make sure that we could be here today. You have made this moment possible. These priorities are your priorities. As Leader de los Santos just said, we are going to ensure that our tax dollars provide a quality public education for all, to lower the costs of housing and childcare, expand health care to low-income families, cap the cost of prescription drugs, and we're not done yet. Foreign and out-of-state corporations and the ultra-wealthy are exploiting our state through sweetheart deals and taking millions of gallons of our water every year. These corporations have brought our state to a crisis, threatening our way of life, and are leaving rural Arizona farms and families without running water. As an environmental lawyer, can proudly say that your Democratic caucus will fight tooth and nail to stop these corporations from stealing our water, to ensure that Arizona will be a safe place for the next generation to call home. And climate change and clean air are absolutely priorities that we must address. And we will be working to repeal the greenhouse gas reporting prohibition to better our air quality. I would be doing us a disservice if I wasn't honest about what's on the horizon. Our privacy and our civil rights are all at imminent risk under the incoming Trump administration. All eyes were on Arizona this past year when we repealed the draconian 1864 abortion ban. And voters overwhelmingly secured our abortion rights in November, but that fight is not over. We are ready to keep the government out of your businesses, out of your private lives, out of your bedrooms by passing the Right to Contraception Act. The right to in vitro fertilization, IVF. A repeal of the statewide abortion reporting requirement. And the Right to Privacy Act. We know that building an Arizona for everyone also demands that every Arizona has a right to have their voice heard. As a mother of 2 under 5, I understand how hard it is to get by right now. Rent is high, food prices are high, corporate greed is running rampant. So many are rightfully angry about the direction our nation is headed, and we're here to make sure that you get the final say on where our state is headed as well. And that's why Democrats will fight like hell to protect the right to have our voices heard and every Arizonan's right to cast a ballot. This session will be an uphill battle. That's no secret. But I'm confident that with our joint Democratic caucuses, arm in arm with those who have supported us and made this moment possible, we can achieve big things for every Arizonan in 2025. This year, we have the chance to make Arizona more affordable by lowering prescription drug costs, cutting the costs of childcare and housing, going after corporate greed. We have the chance to protect public education, to protect our water, to protect our ability to choose how our future looks, and safeguard our access to the ballot box. And we will not let this moment pass us by. Thank you all again for joining us here today, and with that, we will take any questions.